Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Saturday, June 24th. And looking at the news, it appears that it's the 1 year anniversary of the overturning of Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court. Slow clap. Way to go, Supreme Court. Way to take away the rights of women in this country. So for this reading, I'm going to look at the current situation with abortion and the abortion issue in the U.S. and what's going to happen going forward to women fighting for their abortion rights. To buffer this, I've got a new rose quartz flame, beautiful piece, got from Stellar Curations. They're an online crystal group. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and other pages. Steve Brown is the name of the owner of Stellar Curations. You'll see this cabinet I have back here is absolutely loaded with beautiful crystals and stuff that I've purchased from them. So free plug for them. Pretty much you're buying at wholesale prices. You'll pay half of what you pay in any crystal shop for things like that. This beast right here, it's the size of the palm of my hand. This is about 8 inches tall. This was like a $55 purchase. And there's free shipping in the U.S. if you buy over $100 worth of items. So I'll see if I can put a link in the description of this video. Anyways, so abortion rights, women's rights. Let's find out what Spirit has to say, what's going on with that right now. I cannot believe that in my lifetime something like this has happened. I have a daughter, I have a son, maybe one day I'll have grandkids. I've got nieces and nephews. The government should have no right to tell them what they can do with their bodies and with something as personal as a pregnancy. If they want to terminate the pregnancy, that's between them and God. If there's consequences, there's consequences. But it should not be. I don't understand why the GOP feels the need to be in people's bedrooms. And just to put not too fine a point on it, all these pro-life groups out there, they're not pro-life groups. They're pro-birth groups. If they were pro-life, they would put in all these programs to help care for the baby once it's born. Make sure it's well fed. It had access to education systems before kindergarten, after school care programs, lunch programs, helping these kids all the way through high school until they become adults. So they have the best chance to be contributing members to society. They'd also be against the death penalty. That's what pro-life would be. Pro-birth is basically you get pregnant, you're stuck with it. The pregnancy is the punishment for premarital sex or for having unprotected sex or not protected enough sex. Basically, pregnancy is a punishment. Suffer and take it. Pro-birth. Okay. Spirit. Higher intentions here. What's the current status with abortion rights in the U.S.? What do we need to know? Okay. It's an all or nothing battle here. This is, interesting. On the bottom of the deck is the 5 of coins. This is a minority group taking over and telling the majority group what to do and how to do it. And there's that smug look on their face. They are so happy that they won this and can dictate to others what to do and how to do it. And that's crossed with justice. Part of this is the Supreme Court justice and the balance of power being tipped way to the right. This is, to me, an injustice. When a minority is telling the majority what to do, that's an injustice. If you want another example, let's go back to apartheid in South Africa. That is another example of a minority group telling a majority group how things are going to be. In the past is the Star card. So this is women's rights. This is women being empowered and, becoming more equal in a patriarchal society. And women had their rights, but those rights were now taken away. And it's also funny because, as the age of Aquarius, which is the age of women coming into power, is upon us, the patriarchy, is trying desperately to remove the power of women. Current situation with regards to abortion rights are the agreements. This is the agreements between women's groups, women of both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans, who want their bodily autonomy. This is women with their doctors. This is women with politicians. This is women with men who support them in these decisions. A lot of agreements. I mean, I think it's something like 2/3, if not 70% of the American population feel that this should never have been overturned. They are fully in support of women and women's rights. The lesson to be learned, this is a minority group that looks at things in a really odd way that we're dictating to us what's going on. But this is also a need to reach out to young people to activate them and bring them to the fore as a political force to force change of justice, not only for women's rights, but for all rights of people that are marginalized. The lesson to be learned is that divine feminine wisdom. The age of Aquarius is here. Divine feminine wisdom is going to be the power going forward. To try and force a patriarchy upon these women is an injustice. There will be agreements. The young people will activate, and they will follow the high priestess in that divine justice. In the end, these rights will be coming back. It's turbulent right now, but these rights that were taken away will be coming back. It's going to be a little bit before they get there, but they will be back. Underneath it all, I was mentioning, was the 5 of coins. This is women being left out in the cold. Absolutely. And here's your church telling you what to do and how to do it, and they don't care. They claim they care about helping, they're about being pro-life, but they don't care if these people are out in the street and suffering, barefoot in the snow. As long as they have the baby that they got impregnated with, that's all they care about. That is not pro-life. That is pro-birth. Okay, so keep up the fight, my friends. We're not out of this yet, but we will be victorious on this. And I look forward to the Democrats winning in 2024, both the White House, both seats of Congress, and then codifying Roe v. Wade, so that women's rights for reproductive rights will be established throughout the entire country. And then we build on it from there. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.